So this video is for Baldwin privacy lock sets that don't have the hole in the center. If you have the hole in the center, then actually you can use the key that comes with it to turn it, to lock it, and then also to unlock it from the outside, from not being in the room. But what we have is the standard Baldwin Estate, where you have on the inside, you put the pin, and on the outside, you can push something in there to unlock it. And so here's the latch, and here's how it works. So this is the exterior because it's going to close, and here's the inside. And what happens is after you install it, you put the pin in, and when you push it, it pushes it out, and that's so locked. And then from the outside, you can come through a hole in the rose and push it to unlock it. Now, if you lock it and you close the door, it unlocks. Unlocks, and then you lock it again, unlocks. So there's no way to close the door and have it locked. And as I've found, it's kind of good if you're having a big party, you don't want people going into certain rooms and snooping around your kids' rooms and stuff. All right, so what we can do is somehow go through the hole of the rose from the outside and then get something on this screw that would work to fasten it. So this is a 4/48 3/16 of an inch, and it's steel. See, it's magnetic. And it's really hard to find a 4/48 shoulder bolt. So I got a shoulder bolt, and it looks to me like the most important part of the screw is to keep this oval on, the plastic oval. And so I have this shoulder bolt, and I put a washer on it, but this is a 440, so it doesn't work. And then, but what happened was, after searching far and wide, I still couldn't find a shoulder bolt that would work, but I did find a drop indicator screw. So this is, I don't know if you know what a drop indicator is, but it's very accurate for measurement. And we're talking about the screw right here, which I have found, which is a 4/48, and it just drops in and works perfectly. So here's the screw. 4/48, a little bit longer than 3/16 of an inch, but the important thing is it also has this area here that goes out, and that way it'll keep the oval plastic on it. And so how it will function is, when the door is installed, when the latch is installed, lock it, and then somehow get around this outside. You could push it to unlock it, get around the outside, pull it to lock it. So that way you can unlock it and lock it from the outside, from the exterior. So if you have some rooms made up or some bathrooms you don't want anyone going into, then what you can do is just pull it out, and then that way people can't access it. And of course, they could use something and push it in and be able to get in, but most of the time when you have guests, they won't do that. Now, the problem is that you can't put this latch in the door with this installed or the pin. So what's required is to disassemble the Baldwin set, but leave the latch in the door, because you don't want to lose anything. Especially, you don't want to lose this little plastic oval, because this plastic oval is very important. But it's just a small piece of plastic, but it keeps this from pulling too far out and disabling the latch or maybe locking it in a certain position. So now what we're going to do is go to the door and then just take everything off, the rose and all that, but leave the latch installed, take this screw out, and then just using hand tightening, tighten this screw. So when you take all the other hardware off and leave the latch in, see this, there's the screw that we want to replace with this drop indicator screw. And it's good to put your finger on the other side, because if you press it too far, then it makes it a little bit harder. So just keep it from being pushed in. So there's the screw, but we don't want to lose that oval, that little plastic oval. And then we just screw it in all the way till it catches. And now it's installed, and now you just put the rest of the door together. I mean, the door latch assembly together. Here we are further along, and there you can see the drop indicator screw. And we're going to use the dental tool that has the right angle and get in there and pull it up to lock it. And then we can actually unlock it this way. Again, we'll be taking the dental, there it's locked, unlocked. So here we are with the finished product, and the whole thing is to use the dental tool, go in. It takes some practice, but then you can pull it up, unlock it. So once you get good at it, it's about a 5-second thing, and then you just have to make sure you get these dental tool sets. Are about $5 for a whole set, and this is the best tool to use. And then that way you can lock the room from the outside.